Please open this head, needless in this real. We reminisce back into a time when we tease with the kids. Play at your own risk, a master on this fantastical hit. On point guard with this, I pass and assist. I'm bad, that new bitch, they basketball trick. I'ma give it to you now, nigga. Of course, I got the crown, nigga. Just to bow down or fight another round, since you're off the ground, nigga. How you gon' block the mission?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the reading. This reading will be about Adam22 and Lena the Plug. We're gonna be headed to the ghetto with this reading, guys. The fucking ghetto, fucking hellhole of fucking Hollywood. The fucking ghetto side of Hollywood with this reading. As far as this Adam22 and Lena the Plug. I was gonna call him Adam the Plug. And I'm gonna be asking questions we all want to know. I actually made a prediction years ago about this couple, about a fellow porn star, that black dude, when they were having their drama, and it came true. Like I said, you know, nothing was going to come from it. That black dude was trying to act all hardcore and shit, and like they didn't give a fuck because they already knew what it was. And I'm going to be seeing, right? Because the woman says that this is some sort of scandal, that there's no problems with her marriage. So we're going to be seeing what's up, right? Let's get into the fucking tea. I'm going to use my God-given gifts, my God-given talent, to see what's truly going on with this. Is she telling the truth? Does she not know? Is this a publicity stunt because they're in the news and all that? You know, let's see before I start asking, are they truly divorcing and all that? What's going on with this energy? All right, there's lies here. Lies, 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 lies. The Five of Swords, lies. The Wheel of Fortune, things being up in the air. Not just that. It's telling me putting scandal to bed with this Four of Swords. Telling me pull from here, pull from here. These two are each other's stability, right? That's just what I'm getting. These two, this couple, they're each other's stability. So it's like, why would they separate? When crowning this, we have the Four of Pentacles representing stability. Not just that, in future slot, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Well, what's simmering? There was some sort of injury that happened. That's relating to this whole thing that's simmering up. This man, Nine of Wands, representing injury, humiliation, embarrassment. It's telling me humiliation ritual. Oh, hot damn. Is that what this shit is about? What can we see about this lies to start off? You know, what's going on with this lies, right? Because she's saying that she didn't go to court and someone paid for this and there's an investigation and blah, 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 blah. So what's going on with these lies? Okay, an orchestration by the man, and energy is telling me it's true. Yes, an orchestration by a man about this shit. He's tired and he wants to divorce her. This is his orchestration, guys. I haven't even been following the news on it, right? So I say that for what it's worth. It's telling me that this is his orchestration. He feels stupid because she has some sort of injury. He wants to embarrass her and he does want to separate. At the same time, what did I say like in that other reading years ago? I remember when I said the black dude wasn't about that life. Same for him. He's not about that life. He doesn't really want to separate from her because he knows that this chick is his stability. At the same time, though, this is coming from a place of ego with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is in his ego, right? It could represent a handsome man. It could represent a man that's in his ego. It's telling me he's in his ego. At the same time, though, he has some sort of passion and desire for the drama. It is what it is. Not just that, and I know you guys aren't going to probably like me saying this because you guys are going to say that it's not true, but this is just what I'm seeing. Truly, at his heart, this man is a feminist. Look at the stance that he's taking. For the people that's initiated, right? For the ones that's initiated. You guys can see it just from the card alone. You don't even have to be intuitive, right? And for the ones that's not initiated, right? Just listen to the intuitive shit that I'm telling you guys. This man, he's a feminist. And if you think about it, What man would really let his woman get pounded out by some big black dude? Like, really, what man would really let his chick be a hoe? You have to be mentally sick, something has to be off with you, or you have to have some sort of wick. I said wick. I guess that's a combination for wicked and sick. You have to be wicked and sick or some shit, right? Or you have to have some sort of demented view, distorted view of what feminism is. It's telling me that this man is a feminist and he loves the drama. He's a little bit of a bitch. At the same time, this exposed him again. The Page of Coins represent a project, a small project that you're dabbling in. It's telling me he dabbled in it. And the energies are telling me it's true. You see how the energies exposed this man? This is why it's a lie. That's what I'm seeing here. At the same time, look at this shit. He knew what he was getting himself involved in. All around. From his chick, being with different men, whatever, or well, one man. I don't even follow these people. Whatever. I never seen their work. Because I know that he does even more than porn. I think he has like a podcast or something. I never even listened to an episode of that, so I don't know what happens with that. But at the same time, his involvement, he put out, it's telling me enough for the moment. Enough for the moment with this Six of Wands. He felt like what he set out to do has brought him some sort of success. But there's going to be actual consequences he wasn't anticipating. Or these consequences going to be pertaining to, relating to the Wheel of Fortune as well. What can you see? What are these consequences with this Wheel of Fortune and this world energy? What can we see? All right. Eventually, the gravy train is going to run out. It's what's being told to me. Ooh, it's giving me a deep message. Ooh, this is giving me a deep message, guys. A deep message. Ooh, I like this. It's saying that this is multifaceted. It's saying that the money is going to run out, but it told me correction. Was going to run out. And is running out. So the money is running out. And was going to run out. This is having some interesting consequences as well for their coin. I don't know. This Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Discs, telling me booked and busy. They're trying to both be booked and busy. We know that in Hollywood, and this is the ghetto side of Hollywood, guys. This is the craziness, the welfare side of fucking Hollywood. These people, this drama, all this scandal, it's going to bring a sort of flow to their places of business. I guess it's podcasts and the porn shit that they have going on. Because I'm seeing weaving a net as far as business. Weaving a net. It's going to be successful. Ooh, it's going to be successful more than what he thought. It's saying that they truly, really needed this money. Something's going on with this scandal. It's saying that, again, this is multifaceted. Ooh, he think he's some sort of King of Swords. He's like, at the same time, I do want to slight my wife, right? I do want to slight my hoish wife. But at the same time, we need some fucking coin. It's saying all this drama, all this ghetto vibrations and shit, the Wheel of Fortune, trying to switch up their coin life. Oh, and strategy is telling me I'm onto something. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Daggers, truth, and for stability. Okay. I'm going to be real with you guys. How do I say this? Because I know that I never try to do too much in my readings, right? I try to stay in my place for the most part. That's why I don't focus on politics. And why I don't talk about certain things, right? Let me just say that we know in a particular system, right, that has to do with law and order, we see how they get down, right? We see that these people can be fucking ghetto and shit. Can be, what's the word I'm actually looking for? Compromised. Let me put it that way. We know that in the legal system, things can be compromised, right? I say that for what it's worth because it's supposed to be an active investigation. but it's telling me a compromised situation. Now, it's just telling me it's true. Now, there's things simmering. I'm seeing indicators for things simmering. Oh, no, it's telling me just pull from the top. I would say, it's a lot going on. It's kind of just like, he needs to stop playing with fire. Let me put it that way. He needs to stop playing with fire. He'll receive some grace. Let me just put it that way. He'll receive some grace. I get it. He's trying to flex his ability. They're trying to play the system. They're doing a little bit too much. And I say they because they are married. But at the same time, stop playing with this fire and stop getting the law and people involved in your fuck shit and your business strategy, because you don't want that shit to turn on your head. Because right now you guys have stability, but it's telling me all this drama and this bullshit can possibly turn on your head with the Wheel of Fortune. I get it. We do what we can to survive. So I'm not hating on that, right? And I'm not hating on none of it because it's none of my business, right? These are just celebrities, so okay. So like, yeah, I'm not tripping either way. Like, I don't give a fuck. But it's just saying, you have to understand, the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel, right? It's like spin the wheel. It's like, what are you going to get? Okay, at this moment, things are safe. You're going to keep spinning the wheel. You're going to keep bringing attention into shit. And eventually, that wheel is going to be in reverse. And then what's going to happen? All these gains are going to turn into sorrow. He needs to calm the fuck down. This Adam guy, he's doing too much. They're both doing too much. He's the mastermind of this situation. Why? Because he's killing two birds with one stone. He's been humiliated. Not only has he been humiliated, but he needs some coin. Him and his bitch need some coin. So I say it for what it's worth. So let's see now. Let's shift this to the side. Does he love his chick? Does he... Yes, tell me this deck is perfect. Does he love... And I'm going to ask for her. Does he love this chick? Is there anything else you can see? What? King of Cups. What, that one to go back into the deck. They've been fighting, but he's trying not to see it. They've been fighting, but he's trying not to see it. This one to go back into the deck too. He has some sort of weird understanding of divinity, of the divine, of marriage. It's telling me it's something perverted going on. It is what it is. It was like trying to stay out, but it was going to go back into the deck. Their foundation is... Challenges with their foundation. What else can we see? What else can we see? Again, foundation, the home. What else can we see? What's going on? Does he love his chick? It's a business operation. I'm getting love so far. Yes, I'm getting love with the King of Cups. At the same time, I'm also getting a business arrangement. It's telling me pull from here and pull from there. Okay, there's business arrangement with this situation. Business arrangement. Not just that, he has some hidden animosity. This hidden energy of being a humiliation, of being a joke. I get it. He gets off to it because no one's not going to subject themselves to this. This isn't like, oh, you were just with a narcissist and shit went down. You know, usually like no man's gonna subject himself to this, right? He has to either like it or be some sort of sexual deviant. It is what it is. But energy is still energy and humiliation is still humiliation. I'm seeing that this energy, this Knight of Wands, is facing all these gains. The money and the love. The energy is telling me it's true. What's crowning this and what's simmering? At the same time, he's not content. Does he love this woman? Yes, he actually loves her. It's telling me he loves her a lot, believe it or not. But his ego is telling me this is a man that's vain. He's a vain man, a very vain man. He tries to act like he's blasé. You see his little face and shit, his eyes closed, like, I don't care, I'm above it. He's not above it, guys. It gets to him. Yeah, this is the Eight of Pentacles, but it's telling me this is draining. This whole situation of him whoring himself out is saying there's things that go on beyond what we know. I ain't gonna even touch it. It's saying that he's tired of whoring himself out. He's tired of his wife whoring herself out. He's just tired, but he has to make that coin. He sold himself out for coin. He's not content. That's what's simmering. The Five of Cups. It's a lot of shame, humiliation, and embarrassment. Does this woman, Does she love her Adam22? That's a cool name, by the way, Adam22. It sounds like a rock band or something. There's something to do with illusions. Illusions want to come upright, but it was kind of like going sideways, potential shady energy. She's just like, dude, you know what it is. She says, you know what the fuck it is. Why are you acting like you brand new to this shit? She said, you know what it is. At the same time, though, this is bad energy. It's bad energy. Do she love him? No. And also, a deeper perspective, she does it because it was a time when he did get off to this sort of shit. There's things, that goes on with couples. That's between them two, right? But it's a vibe of, I don't know, it's telling me in the past, there's even more. He has certain degenerate attractions. Let me just say that. I'm gonna just call it out for what it is. This isn't me saying that. So, like, bitch, if you want to sue me, nigga, like, you and your bitch, like, I don't know, fucking sue the cards and shit. I used to say I'll mail it to you, but I don't want your energy on it. Fuck that shit, right? I don't want no fucking dry nut on this shit. So, no, I'm not gonna fucking ship it to you. But sue the energy. Shit, call up the energy in the courtroom. Be like, ooh, like, judge, the fucking energies was saying all this shit, right? That's defamatory and shit. And see if the energy will give you some money, bitch. Because what I'm seeing here is that this dude likes sucking dick. He like getting fucked in the ass and shit. It is what it is. His business. I don't care. I'm just getting in the past. Even now, like, he's into some shit. Like, nigga, why you trying to act stupid? That's why even your bitches is like, nigga, like, why you trying to act like you don't know what it is? She's like, I didn't lie. She's like, you make me feel like I'm a liar. Again, this card wants to come up right, but it was crooked. Not completely sideways, but crooked. It was like you making me feel guilty and shit. Like I was keeping things hidden when you actually get off to this shit. So, I mean, this is just crazy to me. At the same time, the spiritual energies and shit, like I said earlier, just don't do too much. Don't get the court involved in some shit because it's saying that this isn't over. This chapter is still ongoing with that Wheel of Fortune energy that popped up earlier. The Wheel of Fortune is an ongoing energy. You have to understand that, guys. That's the secret of the Wheel of Fortune, right? You ain't going to get that nowhere else. That the Wheel of Fortune energy is telling me true. It's technically always spinning, right? Sometimes it spins a little bit slower. And we love that when it's in the section of abundance and growth and positivity, right? And then it's kind of just like some people, they get that growth and it's only for a short period of time because the Wheel of Fortune is spinning too fast at that moment and point, right? And then it sucks if the Wheel of Fortune is slow and stuck when it's in a cycle of misery and pain, right? Say that for what's worth. Don't do too much. Don't get the legal system involved with your bullshit. Don't get them, and energy's telling me it's true because there's a lot of secrets that's trying to come out in the future slot with the Hermit. Secrets that can actually really fuck you up, Mr. Adam22. Right? I say that shit for what the fuck it's worth because it's just saying that you're doing too much, right? We even have the fucking devil crowning this shit, right? Demonic energy, what are you doing, right? I'm gonna just shut up because I can really go there, but it's just like telling me that this nigga is getting 4 dicks in his booty hole. I don't even know how that's possible. It's just like, dude, you doing the most. You doing the most. That's why you're burdened. But I do want to ask, because I am a curious son of a bitch, what is going on with sort of their spiritual energies, right? What's going on with the spiritual energies around them? What's going on with their spiritual energies? Let's see. Okay. Energies communicating. These people have been open up to energies. It just is what it is. You know what's interesting? Some people can actually have an open marriage, and because of the way certain things are set up for them energetically, it is what it is, that nothing won't happen to them. Right? As far as like energetically, as far as demonic possession and shit. And there's some people that think they can do other things other people can do. And then they got like warts, STDs, and all sorts of hell's breaking loose because it was never meant for you. It just is what it is. You know how some people can commit huge crimes in this world? Let's just be real. And they never receive what we call justice. Why? Because it's for them. That's why they can fucking embezzle millions, billions, and trillions and shit. And they'll be perfectly fine. Meanwhile, the same person that's of like another person that's of the same race and creed, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they get locked up in shit and get done like a Harvey Weinstein. Why? Because some things are not meant for some people. I say that for what it's worth, right? Not all black person is out being a fucking gangster nigga. Why? Because that's not for everyone. That's not for me. I'm not about that life, bitch. The fuck? I say that for what it's worth. This woman, she's cold. She's cold. Oh, she's cold. It's telling me she's extremely cold, and it's telling me that she's soulless. That's a deep situation. She's trying to fill a gaping hole. The pun, right? She's trying to fill a gaping hole. Why? Because she's cold. She's empty. Ooh, what is going on? It's a vibe, again, of energy. It's like, this energy. They're open to different things. The Hierophant, though. The Divine might have some plans for these two. What is these plans about? And what can we see about this energy that they're opening themselves up to? Okay, so let's get into the energy that they're opening themselves up to. I don't know, guys. It's telling me blockages. I'm getting a vibe of blockages with this Ten of Wands. Not just that with the Five of Swords. It's telling me conflict. It's a situation where this was open. Like, she was open to him. He was open to her. But as this marriage progressed, a shift is happening. They were communicating, and it was just like everything was cool. They knew what each other was into. But now they feel like they both have to lie about things. It's like things have been flipped on its head. Sometimes it's just like that as things progress. What's crowning this energy? What's crowning this energy altogether is this woman trying to find her personal strength, her personal power. That's what I'm seeing here. Because the truth is, she just don't know who she is. She's dealing with a lot of pain. A lot of weird sexual degenerate shit she got into is because she doesn't know herself. Yes, is that an obnoxious excuse? Yes, but is it the truth? Yes, excuses are excuses, right? I mean, you know, if your boss is like, oh, why were you late? And you're like, oh, because I got into an accident. Isn't it an excuse? Yeah, but is it what it is? Yeah. People act like excuses doesn't excuse things. In a way, it doesn't, but it gives a perspective. We have to understand things with a perspective. This Three of Swords, this woman doesn't know who she is. That's why she's going through shit. I ask now, this Hierophant, what is the Divine going to be giving them? All of this chaos, all of this bullshit for coin, for money, open themselves up to snakes and chaos. It's tough. There's a vibe with challenges in their marriage in the final card. This guy's going to mirror her energy. He's going to be cold as well. So she's cold and he's going to be cold. You see, they're looking at each other here. So these people, they're perfect for each other as far as the bullshit. But we got a deep perspective. I enjoyed this reading a lot. Hopefully you did too as well. This was a good one, guys.